Dory Cox to evaluate Veena.
Thank you, Tomas. Veena, thank you very much for sharing that really useful tool for all of us in our betterment of the reason that we're all here, which is communication. I think that you excelled in particular in two areas. One is the content and the relevance, and I will expand on that in a minute. And the second is this unique combination that you have with your level of knowledge and enthusiasm, meaning that you present us with something that is not dry, but fun to listen to and easier to understand. I do also have a couple of recommendations that I would like to see that you could perhaps make some changes. First of all, as far as the content and the relevance, right on target, as I said, with why we are all here, which is to improve our communication. The interesting thing is that you talked about this tool, rehearsing with coach in PowerPoint, but you see, we don't have to have a PowerPoint presentation with our speech to use this tool. I can do any speech I want, draft it up on PowerPoint, and do rehearse with coach. So as spot on as it is for all of us, I don't know if anybody else in the room, I've never seen this tool before. So I find it extremely relevant and definitely applicable for the things that we're trying to accomplish here. The second thing that I find that I enjoy so much about when you present, Veena, is that you do have a very high level of knowledge about the things that you present typically. But you combine that with enthusiasm so that what you're delivering is not something that is a dry PowerPoint, click this, listen to that, do that. It could have been very technical, but you actually make it fun. You laugh, you smile, etc. You engaged quite a bit with the audience, which is very important. You engaged with us at the very beginning by asking us how many of us, I can't even remember the question, but it's why are we here, et cetera. And then you finished up with exactly the same thing. How many of you would be interested in using this? One of the things that I think you could work on a little bit with this speech is a little bit in the organization. And let me explain that. There are a couple of things. One is when you introduced the topic, you started to go into some things that you learned at this meeting that you went to where you were a mentor. And then you came in with this POW of, I'm going to show you how to use this new rehearse with coach. Perhaps it would be more effective if you take out that first, gosh, we learned a lot of things, we did a lot of things. Just come right at us with that. I've got this great new tool and it's rehearse with coach. The second thing is, at the very end of the presentation, there is your rehearsal report, and it goes through all of those things that we're looking for. Perhaps spend a little bit more time on that report, introduce those topics in the beginning, go through the demonstration, and then wrap it up at the end. So just a little bit of suggestions, perhaps on organization, fantastic content and relevance, great enthusiasm and knowledge. It's always a pleasure to listen to you speak, Veena. Back to you, Tomas.